Hi, I'm Laura Parsons and I'm going to be explaining what I'll be doing in my performance with Sandy. We are performing 3 songs, 2 of which are original, and then we are performing a third mashup to a lot of different songs over the backing of You Got It Bad. What we're looking to achieve in this performance is getting used to more technology on stage.
Hey, so we are in the middle of our rehearsal, and so we've planned how to achieve our performance, and basically we've planned our rehearsal schedule, which is weekly, and so the next clip shows us rehearsing our original song. Hey, I'm Sandy.
Hey, I'm Laura.
And today we are in the rehearsal studio and we have been writing a new song, and it's called Goodbye to My Lover, which we just wrote. So it's our original song that we want to perform. So basically these are the 3 chords we'll be using.
Yeah.
B flat, A minor, and D minor. Goodbye to my lover. Say what you want. I know there's no other, 'cause I still want you. Alright, so I'll be showing Laura the chords for our original song, which is B flat, A minor, and then D minor.
We're using a program called Vocoder to manipulate my voice into a more T-Pain-y sound and sort of like 24 Karat Magic, the start of it. So we've got an audio analog. The analog has the MIDI on it, and the note grabbed was F2. And what that means is that if we loop that in when playing live, that my voice will sound like this. Ain't been getting high. So instead of my actual voice, it will sound more T-Pain-y. So I'm just going to run through the vocoder. We have a vocoder set up for my voice in the live setting. It's got a MIDI track for F in the 2nd octave, and that's being sent to the input for the audio 3 for the microphone. So if I click play, the vocoder will then change my voice to this. So it's more T-Pain-y and like 24 Karat Magic, and yeah, it's just gonna add a dynamic and an effect to our live performance. So from my computer we have a launch pad, and then we will have another launch pad for the lights, and then from this computer we have the MIDI keyboard, and then we have an interface for the mics. The mics are plugged into the interface, and the interface is coming out into the PA system. Since the big computer was having a problem with the MIDI keyboard cutting out, we decided to put the MIDI keyboard into my computer with the drums and whatnot. And to come out of here, we're just going to plug in a media playback kit, which then the sound production people will put into a DI. And then so just from the Mac, we're just doing the vocoder. So testing. See the difference? And yeah. Oh, this is you, girl.
She's your whole world.
Girl, you got your food.
You know when you move, thinking of him while he's thinking of me. Well, just you wait and see. head. It's me that's in his head. You ain't, no, you ain't. Hits you from behind. It's me that's on his mind. You ain't, no, you ain't. Try to fake a love that ain't there while it's pulling on your head. It's me that doesn't care. You ain't, no, you ain't. No. Less than 1 minute. Oh. I spy in my little light. 'Cause she don't get too many likes. It's into my wife. Ooh, isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? Isn't she precious? One less than billion.
So with the Launchpad light show, we had to cancel that because as much as I tried, I just couldn't get the Launchpad to work and to display a light show. And we had a problem with the MIDI keyboard overpowering the Ableton session that we had on the iMac, so we ended up running the keyboard into my session with the drums, and we and so coming out of that, we had a stereo DI coming out of my computer, we had a MIDI playback kit. We had a playback kit coming out of my computer into a DI then the DI went into the sound desk and the sound guys controlled, and then with the iMac we had the interface coming out of that with the mics plugged into the interface, and then the interface was plugged into the sound desk for the sound guys to do, and yeah, that was the setup.
You got okay, so we just finished our performance.
And overall, I think what went well was that I think the performance went well. There was little errors, and if there was like the errors that we did, the audience wouldn't pick up on them too much.
Yeah, well, we got positive feedback, especially from the sound production crew and the audience and our classmates, and they said they really liked our medley and the mashup the most, but of course they also liked our original songs.
Yeah, and it was good to get the feedback. One thing I could work on personally is my stage presence, but it was my first ever performance, so
Yeah, well, I need to get used to the lights more. I felt like it was too bright. So, and I think for next time, we're definitely going to work more on the light show and have some music playing in the background, and yeah, things like that we could add in next time.
definitely.
Yeah,
But
okay.
yeah. Overall, with our performance, I think we did really well. I think we really did well with the drums and the keys, especially, and the vocoder I was very happy with. I think for me personally, what I need to improve on is my ability to be a performer and stepping outside of my comfort zone and actually trying to perform. But yeah, other than that, I think we went really well. There's a few things we could have worked on time-wise, but yeah, I think we did really well.